I have to skedaddle in a few moments, but in honor of my grandma's heavenly birthday, I kind of procrastinated with this a little too long, a week actually, because I had the inspiration to talk about this after seeing a YouTuber I watch a lot. She goes by Jadina. I mean, that's her name. But point being, like, she had said something about divinity and like understanding one's own divinity, and it made me think about and want to just discuss the idea of destiny and like really like being willing to walk into it and to step into that light. Oh yes, the sun better help me offer this message. But yeah, no, I just it's gonna be a little rambly because I'm trying not to rush right now. But you know, words. A month ago or a few months ago, back in July, I had a situation occur where I went to spectate a performance at a jazz lounge. And even though I went in as a spectator, literally one of the lead performers said to me, they saw me on the stage. They expected to see me on the stage because they were like, "Oh, you look like a performer." Mind you, I was not dressed like one. I was just living my best life, being me. But I recognized something that night because I wound up performing and I did not do well at all. And that's a whole nother story unto itself. But it reminded me that evening that even if you may not recognize who you are or the light you carry, someone else will. And it wasn't the first time that something like that had occurred for me, but it was to say that I wanted it to be the last time, because there is just so often people will see you before you fully see you. And it's not to say, at least in my personal case, it's not to say I've never seen myself. It is to say, though, that I think I had to radically accept what that meant, right? It means to carry yourself in a different way, to unfortunately have certain expectations on you, that some that you didn't even create or ask for, but just, it means that sometimes you're going to stand out whether you want to or not. So ways to make the best of that, right? And I just reminded myself that if there's something you desire, no matter your insecurities, you have to honor that, because one way or another, sometimes you can be quite literally thrown into the spotlight, and ready or not, there you come, there you are, there you go. So if you don't take your own control over it, it's just going to it's really a conversation on not resisting, going with the flow, leading into the light. I did not plan this. Ooh. But, and there you go. I did not plan this. But the plan still is. And so with that stated, after that evening, because it did not go the way I would have liked it to go, it made me take greater stock in the way in which I convey my story, my situation, my dreams, my whole self into the world. Because, again, people notice you every day, whether you think they do or not. And that goes for every single one of us, and especially even more so in this heightened tech social media era. People really do always see us, and no matter how big or small you feel, that doesn't stop someone else's gaze and sight. So, it reminded me that life is short and long at once, and I might as well do all the things that not only have I dreamt of doing, but other people may have already seen me doing anyway. And on that accord, one thing I am so grateful for is having had the love of a grandma, well, two grandmas, that just really spoke life into me in different ways, in their own ways for sure. But especially this grandma, the one celebrating her birthday from heaven, she bought me, well, I won't even get into my entire story with that, but She just always knew that music and the arts meant a lot to me. And some of my fondest memories with her were like dancing to Ricky Martin, living La Vida Loca, and just, just having a good time singing and dancing. And, you know, I mean, the cover to my first book, it's a painting titled Ethel's Granddaughter, which was her name. And, you know, I just think to myself, wow, grandma's that she could definitely see. She's definitely here. But if she was like, physically animate, it would be, I know she would definitely be like, oh yeah, this was coming. This was coming. So shout out to grandma. Shout out to people seeing your light. And for anyone who may not have that in their lives, I hope that they can be guided to this video and just be reminded that somebody sees you, somebody's sending love. And I don't have to know you to love you. Like when you give a homeless person $1, that's showing love, that's giving love, because I do believe that to help somebody thrive another day is a way of giving love as well. So just remember that love is within, and it can look like what I'm about to do, which is head on out to take an artsy fartsy class, performing class. So because it's what I do and other people see it too. So that's stated. Take care of yourself. And this has been another infrequent Night Natter episode. Ugh, words. I'm tired, but that too, I could be taking a nap, but I'm pushing myself to do things I want to do besides sleep. Back again. It's been a powerful day. It might as well have been my birthday, honestly. It was really nice. I can't wait to rest now. But I just wanted to do the follow-up. So I went to this dance studio that I've been wanting to go to for like 2 years at least. And I recently found out of nowhere that it's like down the block for me, quote unquote, and that it's like it's really close and decent, relatively affordable, like cheaper than Broadway Dance Center. Like, I'm thinking about New York. I'm always comparing New York prices. And it was a great day. It was a great day. And again, this is also going to be rambly. I need to do more Night Natters, but I definitely have to like script or take notes because, ADHD be like. But I just wanted to add on a little bit to the earlier conversation. Hold on. I just wanted to testify to the idea that one small decision can change your life. So you might as well think about making the best ones you can, because allowing yourself as much room to be authentic as possible generates a sense of, what's the word? Stability, sure, but that security, yeah. Centeredness. It generates a sense of centeredness, especially amidst the chaos, that it's almost indescribable. Like, I've been losing my mind most of this summer because of school things. But that is to say, I regained a level of sanity today that I never, not never, that's crazy. But you know what I mean. It's been a minute. 2025 has been a hard year. It's been a hard life. But that's why it's important to pick up some diamonds. Make some diamonds. If it's going to be hard, it's important to apply the pressure and create diamonds in certain areas. And I'm proud of myself because I feel like I did that today. And it's also why I'm even doing this, because, again, on retaking the narrative, sometimes it doesn't always feel good. Like, I've dealt with debilitating anxiety for most of my life at this point. And it's crazy because, again, it's one of those, well, if you don't capture yourself in your narrative, someone else will, And so I'm working on just getting more comfortable in capturing all of me. I think that's another thing too, as I've transitioned through, because I still do poetry, I'm still a poet, and I know it. I'm building my comfort in sharing the other arts that bring me joy. Because, I like to say that writing is definitely the home base, but since childhood, early childhood, I've done a little bit of everything. And that's why my grandma especially, she's so special to me, on the maternal side. I mean, both of them are special, but you know what I mean? The maternal heavenly one is the special side for me. With her has always genuinely been being able to see me, all of me, and really like cater to that. So yeah, I just wanted to say, appreciate the people that have seen you, whether they're in this realm or not. Continue to see you. Like, if you don't see you enough, like, go look in that mirror. Go, like, read that old journal. Just, like, close your eyes and remember the good parts of the past. In the essence of not to dwell on, but to just remind yourself, like, I used to love baking. When's the last time I've baked? Oh, I don't eat sweets anymore. Well, are there vegan recipes? Like, rediscover who you were, because most likely it's still who you are. I don't know, that feels like someone could use that. And essentially that's just what I've been doing, and I can testify to that. Like, yeah. But instead of saying more, I'm just going to keep trying to show more. And maybe in time I'll actually get a wrangle on my mental capacity long enough to like do a proper scripted night natter share or random Kimara karaoke. I really just be singing, and then I'm like, oh, I should capture this. I low-key miss like the raw, if you can't tell, I miss the raw vintage era of YouTube. And I couldn't care less about algorithms and all that right about now. For sure. Like, I am who I am. Take it. Because again, if you see me in the street, it's the same me anyway. So, even though I would call this more of my Not From New York energy, not so much my Kimara Night energy, but we'll get into that another time. Anyway, that's all. Being perceived is so weird. But shout out to good lighting. All right. And moisturizer. And witch hazel. And what is this? Stop. Now this is becoming an ad placement, but like this shout out to this. Okay. Good night and rest peacefully to the ancestry.